Hello, everybody. Welcome back to our brand new Forever Minecraft world. Last episode, we spawned into this world and spent our time exploring and constructing our Minecraft cottage over here in the woods with a beautiful basement for storage and a nice upstairs with views of the surrounding area. And we're excited to get back into this today. I am Joshgetslost, and welcome to our survival world. We begin today's episode with a bit of exploring. One of my favorite things to do in a Minecraft world is hop in a boat and check out the biomes and other resources that may be findable from the ocean because it doesn't use a lot of strength. We found swamp. We found a mangrove swamp over here next to this crazy savanna looking thing as we headed away from our base. And after returning home, we began to empty out our treasures and realized we have some visitors. That's right, it is our first Pillager patrol of this new world. Now, the strategy for these guys has really changed with the 121 update. Now that they drop the omen potion bottles, instead of immediately giving you bad omen, makes it strategic to actually take out the banner captain first. And in fact, sometimes you can take out the banner captain and let the others despawn. However, this guy was a jerk with a magic enchanted bow doing some damage. I think he had multi-shot because I had my shield up and he was still hitting me. So I got some of those guys in boats. We then headed back out into the world to explore. Found a gigantic ocean a little to the southeast of our base. One of the things about oceans is you have these nice ocean portals, which are broken, but you might find some things like gold down in them. And you can use these magma blocks to refill your air while you're down and trying to explore this without really good gear on. Looks like we got some iron and some obsidian. Heyo, that's always good. We found some shipwrecks and buried treasure, which equals more iron, maybe another heart of the sea, some gold, and some emeralds, which are good right now for the wandering traders. Just get a little hay bales over here because they're free. Ooh, a smithing table. That's always nice to get. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. All right, we are exploring over here. Over here in this broken portal down below me, I'm looking for a place to sleep right now. I found a Fortune 3 golden pickaxe, which is pretty useless for mining, but is actually very useful for crop farming. Guys, I was going along this jungle here because warm biomes might lead to other warm biomes like deserts, and we got a jungle temple. I say we head in. We might find some goodies, thinking of armor trims and some of the redstone things that are in there, but we're going to be smart. We're going to set our spawn out here just to be safe. We're going to try to find the entrance. It's a jungle out here. I'm sorry, guys. I couldn't help it. All right, we couldn't find the entrance because I went around the wrong way. So we're just going to drop in. Now these can be dark inside, so sometimes there's mobs waiting for us. There's the actual entrance down there. All right, let's head down here and look. Anybody coming? Get my sword out. No. Usually there's a creeper or two waiting for me. All right, we're going to try to take out this tripwire over here. One of these days, I'll remember what the stupid code for these things is to open up the treasure room. But it's Minecraft, so you can always just break your way in. Ow! Note to self, stand in a better spot when you break that next time. All right, we got another one over there by the treasure chest. I broke the redstone. Let's get that free dispenser. Ooh, we got the armor trim. 2 of them, in fact. That is pretty cool. Got some tripwires. Might use these in our next episode's build. All right, I've been flipping these a little bit just to see if I can get it to go correctly. I think I probably messed the whole thing up by this point. Let's just break in. All right, treasure. Wow, a couple diamonds and 2 more armor trims. That is pretty cool. And some bones. Can always use bones to tame dogs or to use as bone meal for getting some of the stuff that we need. Let's get, a repeater. And some sticky pistons. Let's get these babies. All right, we're still heading out looking for a desert. And we're just kind of follow the ocean around here and kind of keep heading south and west as much as possible. We found a pillager outpost. I realized when I came back that I was paused. And so I missed the actual approach to this place. There's actually another one across the river in that jungle, but we've got a goat horn. Our first goat horn of this world. That's pretty exciting. And I've got some fish to eat. Now to get down, but this is exciting because not only did we find this place, how did our iron golem do that we set loose? Oh, I see some iron and a poppy on the ground. He's gone. Oh, I can just jump. Let's just jump this. I'll have the bucket ready just in case though. But I saw you might have seen something blue over there in the cage. We have our Allays. We have found them. Try to get in without hurting them. Do I have fish? Nope, grass move. Take fish. Now you're in jail. Ha ha ha. Can't catch me. I'm the gingerbread man. I don't know why I said that. There's our boat. Let's go get it. Hopefully these guys don't shoot the Allays trying to hit me. That'd be bad. Although they do have a decent health recovery. Do I have my Allays? Yes. Come with me. Come with me, my friends. All right. We have made our grand escape. Over there's the cherry biome. There is actually the pillager outpost over there. And, ooh. Let's do this before we get going too far. Thank you. Little achievement. On our way back, we found a savannah village, and I'm very excited because we found a saddle. We can tame horses now. Yeah. All right, now how do I get home? I do love in the newest update 121, you can pull boats with leads, which means when you come to these little short spots between oceans or rivers, you can just pull your boat over, especially with these chest boats, and you don't have to empty the whole thing out like you used to be able to move it, which made chest boats kind of impractical unless you absolutely knew it was just water the entire direction of your journey. And you can pull the mob out with lead. Ooh, I got lost, but I found some sweet berries. All right, I think we're on the right track now. Heading back northeast, and there's a woodland mansion. Get the cords for that. Finally, you can tell by the different trees that we are finally home, and we have successfully brought our Allays back to our base. Yay! All right, some time has passed, and I've done a few little bits of chores and odds and ends around the base since I got back, moving things out of the chest boats into storage. Speaking of storage, look here. I got a floor in here now. Looks very earthy and basement-y. We might put a little sub-basement in there later. We got some, workstations, got chests. And I've also been doing something that's pretty fun and relaxing to do over here in this water. I've been fishing. Some cool stuff. Got a Protection 4 book. That's pretty cool. But mostly just the random, non-treasure loot that you get in the early game. But I do have some raw fish now, so I want to keep this on hand because there was a cat over at the village, and I'd like to tame it if we can find it again. That's a nice view. Could not find the cat, but have that great view to greet me. All right. While I was here, I noticed that our villagers are down to only like 2 of them. So these guys now, they're going to stay in their houses and no one's going to touch them because I guess doing a villager breeder is now on our list of things to do today. Let's clear out a little bit of space here behind our cottage to get a little kind of cozy garden going. I want to get some leaves. These make great little hedges as we're building to put around the edges of a garden or a farm or just alongside a building to give it a little, more landscaping. And they're also good for waterlogging and using for your farm ground as well. Let's check it out. I got this iron hoe. I'm sure this will last like 5 minutes. Yeah, Shield, I don't need you hopefully for a while. Now let's get all of this tilled so that we can begin to plant crops. I'll probably do a few section of these, even more than just the normal 9x9 that we build for farms. Get some potatoes. And get some carrots. Alternating rows helps them grow a little faster. All right, let's put a chest here. This can be our farming chest. We can keep the hoe out here. Let's also get some landscaping down just to, just make it feel a little cozier and things. Look at that. What a difference that little bit of grass makes over there at the corner. And we'll do a little bit over here as well to kind of isolate it a bit from the front of the house, keep that greenery going. We don't want our cozy foresty area over here, especially from that water view, to start looking, just very like industrial and lived in. So let's kind of separate things out using grass and trees in the future in order to make a little hedge there. All right. We've got our farm going. Looks pretty nice. I forgot I had some beetroot seed that I got in a village, and that gives you the advancement CD place. So I turned on recording real quick, and there we go. Now, the Fortune 3 Golden Hoe is a gift for farming because pickaxes actually don't lose any durability when you're harvesting crops, which means gold, which usually doesn't last that long, is really good. And Fortune 3 means all these potatoes and carrots will produce more than what they normally would. And you'll actually get more seeds back from things like wheat or beetroot, but that's not quite as big of a deal for us. But we do want to get some of those things going because we do want to have lots of crops in this world. All right, I'm back over at the village. This is where we're going to have our villager breeder, but we're going to give this place an extreme home makeover, meaning, yep, you, Mr. Terracotta Mason House, you're getting torn down. Got some clay there. Get a little bit more of this terracotta out of the way. I do have some plans for this, maybe for not today's build, but for the next episode. I have not found a desert or badlands, so this terracotta is all the terracotta we have unless we set up a clay farm. All right, let's super fast unbuild mode and get all of this torn down. Whew. Get a lot of resources, though. We'll have a lot of oak stairs and other things, at least, that we can use in the future. All right, last little bits of our house, and it is gone. Oh, I want to keep that. Let's make some extra trap doors. We'll see. I may have to tear this hill down, so this may have to go eventually, but, there we go. I could leave these up and say I'm going to get them later with Silk Touch, but they're not that expensive to make. So, goodbye, glass panes. It hurts to waste you, but you're going to be in the way. All right, house number 2. Let's tear down this. And finally done. Whew. We're going to be tearing down a little bit of this hill over here in order to flatten out the ground because I want to shift the village a little bit here to the left. So we're going to kind of tear down some dirt and then even out and terrace the rest of it a little bit, covering up some of these awkward paths that kind of go nowhere down here, and build roads of our own eventually in this area. We're going to give it a nice kind of normal looking curve here. We may adjust that as we go, but just kind of getting the rough outline for this. Now let's clear some spaces here using some water buckets. This is a great trick to use for just getting rid of lots of leaves instead of having to punch them all. But leaves, did I say leaves? I mean grass. Grass. Wait. I was going to fill this in. Let me light it. But I found one of our missing villagers. Apparently he has gone to the canyon to explore for some reason. I mean, it's brave of him, but I don't really think this is your scene, man. Why don't you get out of here? What? No, why are you going back down? Come, I made a nice staircase. Come this way. I'm going to have to build like a workstation or something to get him out of here, I think. Let's get a composter and we'll get him all sorted. Get him out. Are you serious? Well, I guess I have an extra composter. These guys, these villagers, they are something else. All right, let's get this covered up with the light underneath to prevent mobs and zombie noises from being right under here. That does get annoying in a world, and we'll try to keep things lit underneath where, just in case you ever are digging and you fall through, if it's lit, you won't have an army of zombies and creepers waiting for you down below. So that's always a good idea. All right, we're starting to frame the house. We're going to use a cobblestone foundation, sort of in honor of both this being our starter village, but also kind of representing the houses that were here originally. We want to take that idea and use it. So it's about 5 wide. We're going to make it pretty long, maybe 11, 12, 13. I'm not sure exactly what I counted there. And we got that going. So this is going to be a very long, wide house, but we're going to do some things to just make it not look quite so skinny on this direction. And it's going to be facing the approach to the village. So you'll see kind of the wide side of it as you come near. The main wood for the walls of this house is going to be birch, and we're going to use spruce for the framing pillars on it. This is going to bring something new into the house and this area. Haven't decided yet whether I'm going to leave them normal or strip the spruce, but we'll kind of leave it normal for now, see if we like it, and if not, we will strip it and use the slightly lighter color. We'll just see, kind of play by ear. All of this, of course, these early builds, a lot of the mods aren't even out yet for 121.3. And so just even, the idea of using Lightmatica or something is not an option at this point. I see the cat. Come here, cat. Come here. Come on. Don't run away from me. Now, the interesting, is this the one we saw on day 1, or is this a new orange cat that has spawned? Come on. You have led me on quite a chase over here, buddy. There we go. I think that was about the 5th fish I gave it there. You feel better now? Ooh, that's a dark cave and the skeleton. All right, let's make a blue dye here. And where you at, buddy? I'm going to give you a blue collar just to shake things up. And we got an egg. Chicken? Nope. All right, let's take you back home and have you sit over here by our doggy. You guys can be best friends and guard the house, okay? You got it? Guard. Look this way. Guard the house. All right. I got a cat. All right, back to framing. Got a little distracted by a cat there. So anyways, I was saying I'm not using Lightmatica right now. I'm literally just building these in survival and testing things out. So there's a lot of use and wear and tear on the tools as I build something, chop it down, build something, try something else. But, that's Minecraft. That's how it works. Let's continue. I'm not sure what the shape this will be. Let's just kind of get a rough outline for what this would look like with some windows here. I'm a little torn, and I thought of this after I finished the other house, on the use of glass in our builds. Obviously not in every era of medieval times did people actually have glass in common houses, like farmers' houses. So I don't know whether I like it, if that's something I may come back in and get rid of at a future point when I can salvage the glass with Silk Touch, or if I'll leave it. After all, Tolkien's world uses glass, and I don't know if anything's more medieval fantasy than the world of J.R.R. Tolkien, so we'll see. And got a few little spots left. And for those people who love seeing a floor complete, there you go. I finished it off. Couldn't leave you hanging. We'll put a stair there in the future. 3 of those placed. 1 of those was in the correct spot. I love Minecraft sometimes. All right. We'll have a little kind of portico coming out here. We're going to use for the roof a little bit of a pink magenta template. My thought here is that, as one of the things as I've traveled around the world, is that houses and homes and colors typically match the area that they're in. And we've got that huge flower forest right to the side of this village. So for us, that is a huge deal for shaping how we want this village to look, I think. And so we're going to make these houses pretty colorful. It's going to be a challenge for me. I am not as comfortable building with tons of color, but I'm going to learn and do my best. Let's get this no, I don't want that angle on the roof. What am I doing here? Let's go the other way, because that will actually be the angle that the main roof is on. We're going to go opposite for this build. There we go. We're going to do a kind of a sideways triangle angle shape there on this front porch canopy, whatever we want to call it. And let's start on the roof. We're going to put some magenta blocks. There we go. We're going to start with a little bit of an overhang on that end. And we're going to be just kind of testing out the palette little by little and see if we like it or what we want the shape. I know I want the height of this roof to be a little taller, to go up by twos after the initial kind of border layer, unlike kind of distinguish it from the 45-degree angle of our cottage across the way. So what we'll do is we'll get some of this stripped wood now, and then we'll use that and then transition that into the planks. So let's see what that looks like as soon as I place and strip it. There we go. We got a little bit of the wall done. We can go back and take a look at it from a distance here in a second. All right. I feel like you can blend a little better. I also feel like I forgot how to do a roof there. Let's get some more wool though. Let's instead of dyeing individual pieces of wool, we'll just dye some of these sheep magenta and pink and get that going. Let's put this frame 1 down here. What we're going to do is actually double up on this one. Perhaps. Let's try it out. Oh, wait. I'm going to have these ends open because that's the way the roof would work. We're not going to build kind of a box with it. I'm not loving where the stripped cherry would fit in. So let's try it without the stripped cherry and see where that might get us. All right, we get 2 of these layers. Out of those again. Let's cut this and put this closer to the other one so I can get a better view on the thing. Still, it's a little too awkward with the transitions there, and I think the cherry is kind of messed up. I'm going to put a door here. We're going to use the cherry doors and trap doors for some of our framing and accents on the outside of the house. I think that will set it off nicely from the white and also kind of blend in with the roof a little better. Okay, here we go. I think we got it. Let's do 2 of those. And then where the vertical spots are, we'll have 2 colors on each of the vertical ones. So that way the shadows don't blend quite as harshly as they were before. Between them, let's check it out. Oh yeah, we also just cut out the stripped cherry logs. I think that looks a lot better there. And we're getting that high, very farm-like pitch to the roof. All right, guess the good thing is stripped cherry logs can become planks, because I need more of those to make things like these cherry trap doors for our shutters. Look pretty nice. Let's do a few more on each of these places where the windows are going to go. Okay, and we're going to go ahead and set these trap doors. After all, this house is going to be our villager breeder. And that's why we're going to be setting up beds in there and that trapdoor system to take it away. We do want to add a little kind of like outdoor smoke furnace chimney thing to this. I think that would be something you'd find on a farm where they might have an outdoor cooking thing. You wouldn't necessarily want it inside the house if the climate is warmer. And so they can be able to, we'll put some ovens and campfires down here in order to make this look a little more realistic there. We've got this going. We want to change this grass because obviously if you're walking a lot of it, it is under a roof. It also is a spot where people are doing a lot of cooking and things like that. You wouldn't want grass to catch on fire. So we're going to switch this out to some coarse dirt once I make some of that. We're going to use some gates up there for the sort of open window things. And there we go. We got our campfire and ovens. We've also got our coarse dirt there around the area, and we've got a fence around. So what we're gonna do is put the fence around the back and put the field that the villagers are gonna work in and feed each other from in the back of the house. And so there it is. I think it looks really nice. I added some spruce blocks around the outside to frame it a little better on the roof. And of course we did end up going with the stripped version of the spruce logs, except for a few places that were in shadow that I thought might look good to have that darker color. We're gonna bone mill this thing. That we got some bone mill and get these leaves off of here. Azalea leaves are great. They have a nice look to them. They stay consistent in different biomes, and the flower ones I think just add a really nice touch to hedges and things like that. So definitely be growing a lot of these. Let's make a hedge here around the back instead of just using fencing all the way around. It would look kind of awkward with the fence on that hill anyways. Make sure this is too high so mobs can't get in. And just realized that all of these ones sticking out, although they look pretty, they would basically be stairs for mobs to climb over. All right, we're now working on the tunnel between that house where the baby villagers will fall in and the next thing we're gonna build. That's a good sign there, by the way. You should definitely consider that. And this will allow the baby villagers to grow up and then enter a stream of water here at the end to, when they're adults, to rise up into our holdings area for the adult villagers as the breeder works. So we got that going across under the little street that I made over here. I'm not sure if I'm going to keep that path as the forever street in this area or if I'll end up putting a different block down on it. But for now, we've got the path there. And this spot here is where the villagers will rise up. So we got that set. Let's go ahead and begin to set up the farm here so it's ready to go by the time we get our villagers in. Let's put some water sources here under these slabs. We're using slabs so we can set a thing like a composter on top of it and maybe lights in the future. Let's get this all tilled up so that way we have lots of room for lots of carrots to grow. Now you only really need a 9x9 farm to keep villagers fed enough. But I really want to make this look like a farm with lots and lots of cropland. And so we're going to use all of this space over here and really fill it up with carrots. I saw one of the guys who we're going to be bringing into the farm was planting carrots earlier in the game. And so I want to make sure to keep that consistent. Maybe I'll do a little bit more there too by the house. All right, here's the entrance. You can see the wall I can peek in and they can't get out. They go over to the beds. Only the babies can get through to the beds. And when they're about to the beds, they're going to fall through the trapdoor and underneath. And then when they grow up, they'll come up this water chute, which means we got to clear some land because we're going to build pretty much that exact same house, just a little different looking over here on the other side. So let's clear the land. And there we go. Now we're going to do this a little differently. We're going to invert the colors. The pink from the top is actually going to be the walls this time. I came over here to get something and my cat is stuck. Is this something new? Has this always been a glitch where cats just sit in a trap door in a weird spot and don't do anything? I know real life cats do. But I was over here to get more spruce wood because we're going to be using whites for the roof of the house. So switching it up from what we did on the first house, its twin will have the opposite colors, pink for the walls and a white palette for the roof. And you would think this being my second roof that I wouldn't keep making mistakes of where to place things, but alas, I keep doing just that. So let's get all this one block down to be sort of an awning overhang for our build. There we go. All right, and once again, we're going to do the two up, but we're going to switch block types in the middle. So let's place these logs and let's get them down to the stripped state here. And switch to the planks right here. Now this is going to be a pretty smooth transition with these planks looking so much like the logs, but that will work. So this will be a little simpler roof design over here, a little less noisy, but I think the walls down below will compensate for that. All right, and we've got white wool as our last color here, sort of keeping in theme with the wool that's on the other side as well. And I just remembered that the ends of all these are supposed to be spruce planks to sort of make a frame, because that's what we did on the other side. So got to switch all these up. But I think the spruce planks really do kind of show off the shape of this sort of farm-looking roof design that we have. So very important. Let's get that one. Get a plank there. Boom. I have been having some issues with pick block in the new update. It seems to consistently replace my tools instead of just replacing non-tools, which is kind of annoying. Oh! You sell anything good? I'd love it if they sold cactus. Ooh, packed ice. Actually could use that without silk touch. I have no ice currently, so got a few of those. All right, we set up the breeder holding room for all the adults as they pass through. Let's get this over here. Very good. And let's get some light in here. Make sure we don't have any mobs. Hate to come in and find a bunch of zombies in here. We went a little simpler over here with this porch design. Let's get a lantern right there. Just a little side porch, kind of in and out. No need for a full smoker and all that setup on this one. I would like to put a little farm behind it maybe, but just don't have time for that today. So here we go. As I look at it through the bushes, got a nice simple porch here. Might add some signs to individualize each of these houses and say who lives there. Let's put some lights down to make sure we don't get any mobs in this area if we AFK to run the breeder. And it is time to move you guys in. Sir, that's a boat. Please get in the boat. There you go. That's my villager, and being able to lead boats means a lot less rails and other convoluted things. Are you serious? I guess we're going to try to breed wandering traders, I guess, because you were in the boat, and I don't feel like breaking it after struggling to get that guy in. I'm going to smooth this out a little bit for now, just to get these guys over the fence. Nope, don't go that far. All right, let's pull you this way now. Oh, the fence is higher, so they're stuck on it still. You know what? Let's just move the fence. We'll keep them in the boat. We'll bring the other guy over in a boat, and I'm trying to get my lead back off the boat. Might break the carrot. Oh, yep, there we go. We gotta bring another guy over, so let's just leave that. Come on. Come on in. There we go. Give me my lead back. The lead, I don't know where it went. We'll fix all this. Get these back away. Don't want a creeper crawling in here to say hi to our villagers. Or worst case, a third villager comes in and then they don't breed anymore. That'd be kind of bad. Make sure the gate is shut. All right, set you guys free. Please behave yourselves. All right, go farm. Go do your jobs. I forgot to put a composter in. Can't have a farm without a composter. Let's put it... Where do I want it? Wait, where are the villagers? Is there a hole? How? They can't open gates, right? That's still a thing, right? All right, let me put that there. But why are they out there? What in the world? Why did they escape? Did I leave the wall's still intact? They can only go in the door. They can't get to the beds because the trap door over there keeps them from getting through. Where did you guys get out? Okay, now you guys are trying to get to the beds. No, that's my bad. Sir, I gotta wait. I'm gonna sleep first and then break this bed and get these guys back in. Maybe they'll go to the workstation once it's daytime. I put the my stone cutter in there too, just to get that one guy over, and then I'll remove it because only one of the villagers in there can have a job. So it's gonna be the farmer. All right, time to go to work, guys. There you go. You go in. Now, sir, you go in. Boom. Done. Yeah, so you can't get out of there. Oh, my word. Did you just see what I saw? I was busy Googling if gates still worked on villagers, and I watched how it got out. So we gotta fix this. Once again, our aesthetically pleasing hedge has undone us. Didn't think about these being stairs to escape from our little world. All right. These two could be used to escape, I think. Ooh, you could jump on the fence from this one. Note to self, you gotta think like a villager. They're sneaky, they're devious. All right, we have them back in. The farmer is farming away. The other guy is staring at the beds, wondering why he can't get in there, why he can't just go take a nap. Let's give these guys some extra food. I always keep a little bit of extra food to get them started a little faster than they normally would. And let's watch. Does our villager breeder work? I see some hearts. Is it working? I heard a baby. All right. It is indeed a time of love on the carrot farm, and he's going to fall into the tunnel and eventually, when he's grown up, make his way over there. Love on the Carrot Farm. That could be a Hallmark movie. Thank you guys for joining us. Hope you guys have enjoyed the rebuild of these villager houses and our villager breeder. If you like it, be sure to subscribe. Leave me a comment. I want to hear from you guys what you guys think I should do in this world. So let me know, and hope you guys all have a great rest of your day. Bye.
Are you sure he's the one?
There's no one else.